Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another video. Yeah, in this video we're going to look ahead to double game week 34. So it's coming up. Ooh, another double game week. Exciting times coming ahead. I'm happy to say I've had another green arrow. This one was smaller than the other two. Not that the other two were significant, but they did 200,000 in 2 weeks, and now couple of thousand places up, so it's not too bad. I mean, 3 green arrows in a row. Don't want to jinx it, but I think we all know what's coming. And a part of the frustration with these green arrows is that, you know, they haven't been as significant as they would have been seasons before, for example. Maybe that's the problem this season, that there's so many engaged fantasy players compared to the other seasons, where a lot of people will start because of their friends and then forget to change their team. And then they'll get stuck. Well, now it's becoming more and more competitive, and you can see you have a red arrow, you don't move too far down unless you had a stinker, and then you had a green arrow. You think, oh, green, but like a couple of thousand places in 11 million, it's not that many. But anyways, I'm happy I had a green arrow, so I've had 3 green arrows in a row, and looking to get the 4th one in a double game week. The last 2 double game weeks didn't go as well as planned. Ended up in red arrows, both of them, and the free hit ended up in a red arrow. So I'm hoping I'm not jinxing anything, and football gods will be with me this week. Of course, there's midweek games, Champions League, so we have to see what's happening during those games, if there's any injuries, especially that both Arsenal is playing tonight against Bayern Munich, and Liverpool is playing tomorrow in Europa League. I don't know how they're going to go about that game because they lost 3-0 at home the first game. So they're either go all guns blazing, or no, I think they're going to go all guns blazing. They're not going to concede the defeat and be like, yeah, we're going to give up and save some of the players from injury, but no. So we'll have to see. Pay attention to what's happened, because those are the 2 teams that you're going to target mostly, of course. Most of us are going to have triple Arsenal, triple Liverpool. It doesn't help that they both lost one. I mean, say the football gods are with me, but one game before the double game week, when we were, both Liverpool and Arsenal were going so strong, we're like, finally, a good double. And I mean, I even said it in so many weeks previously in my videos, that, yeah, finally, Liverpool and Arsenal have doubles, and we can triple up in both of them. And then what happens? Both of them lost at home. Both of them struggled to... Hi, Mama. Midway through. Well, now I have to start from scratch. I was doing so well as well. Anyways, sorry for the technical difficulties. You know, I go on these videos cold. I don't have time for any preparations, and sometimes, you know, children walk into the room or in the forest, and then you have to stop your videos and continue where you left off, which I don't even remember at this point. So we're just gonna go ahead and go straight to look at the teams. I think what I was saying before was that, yeah, we were excited to have both Liverpool and Arsenal firing. And then they both fail to score at home and concede at home and lose at home. So suddenly there's my plans have changed a little bit. I'm going to talk through, so I'm just going to go straight into it and not jibber-jabber too much into the microphone here without having to. So I'm going to go to the Fantasy app right here. Go to Fantasy. Let's see now. So... as you can see, 76 points this week. Let's go and check the points. Dubravka came with 6. Saliba, as I said, Arsenal conceded. They've been doing so good before, though, so I can't blame them too much. Saliba with 1. Region, again, another unlikely hero. 2 weeks in a row now. How many did he get last week? 9? Yeah, 9, and now 8. And then Zabarni, 1-pointer. I saved the transfer eventually last week. So I have 2 free transfers this week. And I think I did good because I was going to get Ain't Nori, who didn't start and wasn't even in the squad. So I don't know what happened with him, if he's still injured. And I don't think I'm getting him this week. So it turned out to be good, even though Zabarny got only 1 point. But I would have gotten 0 points from Ain't Nori anyways, and probably get Kirkes from bench or Zabarny. Salah, total disappointment. I feel for the people who captained him. Havertz, who I brought in last week, and one of the thought of bringing him in was also for the double game week. And I'm still happy with that decision, even though he blanked. All of the Arsenal players blanked. Saka also with 2 points. Then Palmer, wow. I think, I'm not sure, we can check right now immediately, but had we had captained Palmer these last 5 or 6 weeks, so he got 26 this week. He got 5 last week, which isn't a lot, but nobody did very great. And then 20 points the week before, 15 points the week before, and then this week I didn't have him. Or no, this was the free hit week, sorry. And then 13 points the week before, and then 5 points the week before. And then here, he didn't play because it was a blank. So from game week 27, so 5, 13, and here he blanked, 15, 20, 5, and 26. I mean, if we had just captained Palmer every week, green arrows would have been raining with green arrows. Incredible. He's now the highest scoring FPL player. Just think about that. Above Salah and Saka and Son and Haaland and all the Mr. Consistent. Same goals as Haaland on 20. Although a lot of penalties, but it doesn't matter. And then you have Solanke, came up with 7 points. Also very Mr. Consistent. And he has a double now, so great to have Solanke in my team. I captained Haaland, as I said, last minute. And yeah, he was one of the players who didn't blank. Didn't come crazy, 10 points. But, like, you know, in weeks like this, it helps. Darwin, another disappointing week for all of the Liverpool. Both Haaland and Salah blanking. Foden was in my bench. He didn't start, so happy with that. And then Kirkes and Lascelles on the bench as well. Also, I want to mention Ollie Watkins. I mean, what a player has he been. Of course, if you have Watkins now, if you've had him these last few weeks, your rank has increased a lot because a lot of the people sold him because of the doubles and their fixtures were getting difficult. But look, he's not 19 goals and no penalties. Watkins has scored 0 penalties because David Luiz, not David Luiz. What's his name? Anyways, the defensive midfielder for Aston Villa. I've forgotten names now. He's on penalties. So Watkins has scored 19 goals from open play. That is a ridiculous number. 1 behind Haaland and Palmer. Just respect to Watkins. So yeah, a decent week. 76 points. I think I've gotten inside 71 last week, 73 the week before. So 3 times 70. That's good. 3 green arrows. Let's see where I am right now. I think, 334,000. So 3 weeks ago, I was around 520,000. So decent rank. Still, I wouldn't call it respectable for a content creator, but it's okay. I mean, it's getting there. If I manage to get inside 100K in the next 2 weeks, I'll be very happy. Very happy. Huge it would be. So let's look at the team, how it looks like for the next week right now. And this is what I have. Kirkes, it's there, but he's probably going to be gone because he's not going to start both games. And even if it did, I just think there's better options, even though it's double game week. I just don't want to... I learned from the last 2 doubles, not getting shit players because they have doubles. I mean, usually in previous seasons, that strategy has worked. It's not working anymore. So... I have Zabarny, I'm happy to keep. One of the Bournemouth defenders. Saliba with a double, Salah with a double, Saka, Havertz, Solanke, and Darwin. And I'm going to keep Haaland, obviously. Now, I'm going to put Palmer in the bench. And then I'm going to transfer Foden, which initially I was going to get Luis Diaz, but I'm not sure anymore. Because I'm not trusting the Liverpool now, suddenly, and Arsenal. But I already have the Arsenal player, so... I think I have the chance to go something different, and I was very impressed. This is going to sound knee-jerk as fuck, but I was very impressed with Crystal Palace, and they have both Eze and Olise fit again. So hear me out. Hear me out. My rough plan for this week, unless something crazy happens, let's see. So the plan was to transfer Foden for Luis Diaz and then transfer Kirkes. Just change this. Kirkes, sell him for Connor Bradley or someone else. But now I want double Newcastle because first they have two very good fixtures and both of them at home. And they've been doing good. I said I want to wait and see how they're doing, but beating Liverpool away while they're in the title race and put up a performance like that, I think, yeah, they warranted themselves some trust. So this is what I'm thinking about. Sell Foden, even though I'm going to lose some money on Foden because I'm obviously going to buy him back. Next week, I'm going to play the wild card. Come back next week for the wild card video. That's going to be probably more helpful than the usual videos because I'm only talking about my team. Of course, you can get inspired and everything else, but I can't just go on. Every team is different, so you might have other problems to deal with. Yeah. So, not Luis Diaz. What do I want to get? Eze. I'm just going to search. Go for Eze. I mean, Olise would be equally good, but I trust Eze more. And they have West Ham and Newcastle at home. Now, West Ham has not been doing great. Newcastle, they've been doing better, much better. They were sinking, and then suddenly they found form again. They beat Tottenham 4-0 at home. So this looks okay. Now I have another free transfer. So this here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double GameWeek players. And I can get 9, obviously, if I sold Kirkes to another. Now, how much money do I have in the bank? I have 6.8, so I can technically get Van Dijk if I wanted to. I know it sounds like a good... Oh, Van Dijk. You can afford it to have for 1 week. But Fulham away and Everton away. Are you betting Liverpool not to concede in any of these games? Or at least one of them? I don't know. Everton, maybe. They're not that good, but at home... I mean, they want to do some damage to Liverpool. It's a local derby. I'm not sure about that. And Fulham, they're definitely going to concede against Fulham away. They've been doing great lately. So, yeah. This is where I'm stuck with. It's either going to be Virgil, but most likely I want to go for a Crystal Palace defender because I feel... Let's go to Crystal Palace here. Their games are just better. Like, sometimes you have to look at that way. Like, for example, Mitchell. Yeah, and put Mitchell instead of... Even though Reguilon has been doing great lately, I mean, even though he has a single game week, he's playing Luton away. If he continues with that form that he's been, that's not a bad player to play anyways, but, you know, you want to take advantage of the double. And I'm dead-ending anyway, so I'm going to play the wild card next week, so I'm kind of feel like, okay, I have to go all in. Why not? Why not go? There's no point of saving a transfer. And you could argue I could even get a -4 and, you know, get a goalkeeper. A Henderson. If I got Henderson, the Crystal Palace second goalkeeper, because the first one is injured, then I wouldn't get Mitchell. I would probably get Van Dijk because I'll have the money. But I don't know if I want to Salah captain or not. I don't know. The captaincy, I'm going to think long and hard this week because the Salah has been gone missing lately. So I'm not convinced, to say the least. I'm going to have to think, who am I going to captain? 108 predicted points on this one. But yeah, this team looks fire. There's only 2 single game week, Holland and Dubravka against Crystal Palace away, which I think they might concede. Crystal Palace, as I said, did great. So I could get a -4 for a goalkeeper. But I don't think I will. I mean, maybe, but I don't think I will. Let's see. But this is the rough plan in general. So this is how the team it looks like. And then there's no point of going next week because it's going to be, again, for the 5th time, wildcard video next week, where I'm going to be building a team from scratch. I go in cold, as I said in these videos. I don't have time to prepare and do anything else. Maybe next season I'll be better. But it's just, yeah, the possibilities are very little. So this is it. I don't think there's worth to talk more. As I said, Crystal Palace double. It's great. So if you could target Crystal Palace players, I would recommend you do that. Bournemouth, their double is not awesome. They're playing Aston Villa away. For example, for Zabarni, if you don't have him, I don't think I would buy him. Honestly, I would get 2 Crystal Palace defenders. That's me. But I already had him, so I'm going to play him. And Solanke is great because he's not dependent on clean sheets. He could score in both games. And then Liverpool, yeah, good double, not great, especially now that they've hit a bit of a rough patch. And Arsenal, they have Wolves away, Chelsea at home. Great. Suddenly, 2 weeks ago I said a great double. Suddenly it doesn't look as great because the insecurity is starting to kick in. But yeah, better double, I would say, than Liverpool. So this is it. I mean, I'll either end up with 2 Liverpool and 3 Arsenal, or get Van Dijk and maybe get a -4 for a goalkeeper. But that's my rough plan. Outside of these 3 teams, I wouldn't target anyone else. I mean, Everton has also double. I don't like their double. I don't like... Who are the Everton playing? Let's check. Let's go here to transfers. Let's get... doesn't matter which player. Mikolenko, let's say. Fixtures. So they're playing Nottingham Forest at home and Liverpool at home. I mean, who would you want to target anyways? Because I would... For Everton, I would only think defenders. And Nottingham Forest at home... I mean, Nottingham Forest are fighting for survival, so that they might score. They have a great team. Liverpool at home is definitely going to score anyway. So, as I said, yeah, not convinced. Crystal Palace, very convincing. Again, Liverpool and Arsenal. So that's it for this video. Not more I can help, and I don't think you need to overly complicate anyways, because as I said, 3 teams, just target those 3 teams. If you're on free hit, look at other content creators. There's a lot of free hit drafts in Twitter and on YouTube that you can check and get inspired to. I think they will roughly be similar because, I mean, again, even if you're on a free hit, who are you going to target outside of these players? Liverpool, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, and then fill the team with the rest of them, which are not like exciting picks. Next week, probably a lot of people are going to go for the wild card, so that's going to be way more exciting, and I want that video to be longer, so not going to waste your time on this one. Good luck on this double game week. Hopefully, good luck to all of us. Hopefully, the players, this is going to be a great double, and they return a lot, and we can be happy on the next video and get some green arrows. So good luck and see you next week. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.